Welcome to This Explainer. I'm really pumped you're here today because we're going to look into something that will fundamentally change how you view yourself. When you look in the mirror, you probably just see a single, unified organism staring back at you, right? But the mind-bending reality is that our bodies are actually these vast, unseen ecosystems. We aren't just one individual. We are literally a walking, talking planet for trillions of invisible life forms. Which brings us to a kind of provocative question to kick things off. Are you entirely human? It totally shatters the illusion of the isolated human body, doesn't it? Genetically and cellularly speaking, you're actually as much microbe as you are human. We're going to unpack exactly what that means, who these microscopic passengers are, and why you absolutely cannot survive without them.
All right, here's our game plan for today. We'll cover 1. Meet your hidden organ. 2. Mapping the microbiome. 3. Microbe superpowers. 4. When the balance breaks. And 5. The future of medicine.
Okay, let's jump right into part 1. Meet your hidden organ. And trust me, these guys are way more than just passive passengers. So what exactly is the human microbiome? Basically, it's the entire collection and the combined genetic material of all the microorganisms living inside and on the human body. And notice that it's not just the bugs themselves, the microbiota, but also their specific genes and their metabolic products. Together, the whole shebang functions as a highly integrated organ system that makes absolutely vital contributions to your overall health. Moving on to part 2, mapping the microbiome. Let's figure out who lives here and exactly where they're hanging out. Now, you might think it's just bacteria. And yeah, bacteria are definitely the dominant majority. They're the main characters of our story. But the crazy thing is, we also host a massive population of viruses, specifically bacteriophages. We've got fungi like Candida yeasts, and even archaea, which are these ancient methane-producing microbes. It is quite literally a microscopic zoo in there. So where are all these communities setting up shop? Pretty much everywhere, from your protective skin barrier facing the outside world, down to the massive ecosystem in your gut handling digestion and immunity. Even your respiratory and urogenital tracts have specialized microbial security guards. Their core function? Defending against harmful infections and maintaining balance. Basically, every single surface, inside and out, has a dedicated crew. All right, section 3, microbe superpowers. Let's talk about why these little guys actually matter to you. Just think about some of these feats. Our gut bacteria are essentially our personal microscopic biochemical factories. They digest the complex carbohydrates and dietary fiber that our own human cells simply can't break down. And in that process, they produce energy-giving short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs. They even manufacture essential nutrients for us, like B vitamins and vitamin K. Beyond just nutrition, they act like drill sergeants, actively training our immune cells to distinguish between friend and foe. They fight off pathogens by outcompeting them for nutrients, and, incredibly, they even help regulate our fat storage and blood sugar levels. But here is the absolute plot twist. Your gut microbes, they don't just stay quietly in your gut. They actually communicate directly with your mind through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. They use 3 incredible pathways to talk to your brain. First, through direct neural pathways. Second, by producing and regulating hormones. And third, through immune signaling. This means the bacteria in your digestive tract actively influence your mood, how you respond to stress, and even your overall cognitive function. A happy gut literally contributes to a happy mind.
Which brings us to part 4, when the balance breaks. Enter dysbiosis.
So, dysbiosis. It sounds intimidating, but it's really just the scientific term for an unbalanced human microbiome. When this hidden organ fails us, it's almost never an accident. It's usually triggered by things like antibiotic overuse, which can just wipe out the good bugs right along with the bad. It's also caused by a poor, heavily processed diet, severe infections, or, get this, even extreme psychological stress. But you actually have a massive amount of control over shaping your internal ecosystem. Your diet is a huge lever here. High-fiber diets promote a lush, diverse ecosystem, while processed foods kind of starve your beneficial bacteria. Your environment, your lifestyle, and your hygiene habits also play major roles, alongside the things you can't control, like your age and your genetics. We absolutely have to care for this system, because the consequences of dysbiosis are incredibly serious. If you starve or damage this hidden organ, the effects ripple through your whole body. An unbalanced microbiome is strongly linked to massive systemic health issues. We're talking obesity, type 2 diabetes, inflammatory bowel disease, severe allergies, colorectal cancer, and even mental health disorders like depression and anxiety. So maintaining this balance isn't just about good digestion. It is absolutely crucial for whole body disease prevention. Okay, final section, the future of medicine. This is where biotechnology fights back. First things first, let's clear up something that confuses a lot of people: probiotics versus prebiotics. Probiotics are the actual live, beneficial bacteria you introduce into your system to improve gut health. Think of it like planting new seeds in a garden. Prebiotics, on the other hand, are the fertilizer. They're fiber-rich food compounds that feed the beneficial microbes you already have. Both of these are essential everyday tools for maintaining a healthy gut. Then we have the fascinating, if slightly gross, science of FMT, fecal microbiota transplantation. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Doctors literally transfer healthy microbiota via stool from a healthy donor into a patient's gut. I know, it might make you wrinkle your nose, but it's a miraculously effective treatment for clearing out severe, life-threatening bacterial infections like C. diff. Honestly, sometimes the best medicine is just a really good ecosystem transplant. Looking ahead, the stuff scientists are working on is straight out of a sci-fi movie. We're moving toward an era of personalized medicine and precision nutrition, where AI will actually analyze your specific microbiome data to design highly individualized treatments. We're going to see engineered probiotics designed to target specific illnesses, and doctors might soon predict diseases just by reading your microbial populations long before you even feel a single symptom. So if you take away just one thing today, let it be this: the human microbiome is a vital ecosystem of microorganisms that supports digestion, immunity, metabolism, and overall health. Caring for this hidden organ through what you eat, how you manage stress, and how you use antibiotics is an absolute game changer for your well-being. And I'm going to leave you with this kind of wild thought to ponder. Given that there are trillions of them, and they control our digestion, shape our immunity, and literally whisper to our brains, are we humans harboring microbes? Or are we just a highly complex microbial spaceship that happens to look human? Think about that the next time you look in the mirror. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep feeding your hidden organ well.